I'm your play-by-play commentator, Aaron Park. It's 1-on-3. He's going to want to slow everything down. In the corner, Evans, a three. Why not Ryan Evans? That's what Georgia State loved to see. Statesmen with their hair on fire, taken away by Ty Love. He's going to get it up to Joyner. Joyner loves these fast break layups. A right hand off the glass, and the Rhinos are back within one possession. It's a 3-point ball game. Here's the 2-0. That one swung on, lifted. Deep left field, is it gone? The bat flip says it is. Camden Zolo ties this ball game in the bottom of the 8th inning. That one's going to be lined into right center. Hinson's going to come around to score. Bradshaw is going to be in there with a ground rule double. Another 2-out RBI for the Rhinos, and the Rhinos lead 3-0. Ravenel on ball defense. They're going to get it over to Ramirez. Ramirez inside, and it's off of Ramirez going the other way. It's the Rhino basketball. E.J. Joyner talking the talk and walking the walk. And the pitch. That one's going to be lined out into center field, and that one is gone. Kendall Bradshaw with another Rhino 2-run homer as she rounds the bases as Caitlin Brandon comes home, and soon Bradshaw's going to touch them all. Gets a sign once again and goes home. Keeley swings, drives one out to right field, giving chase is Eichard, and that ball is gone. Grace Keeley with her 3rd home run this season and 2nd of the weekend series. That one's in there. Drake Purvis got him looking. Wanted that outside fastball. Got it once again. Strikeout number 21 on the air for Drake. He picks up his dribble. He's got it to Brown. Breeden in the corner for a 3. Yes, sir! Chance of CD from the Rhino dugout. That one is going to be skied to deep right center field. This ball game is tied. A big bat flip from Caden Davidson. 3 homers in 2 days. Screen from Seiler inside. Watson. Turnaround. Jumper. No good. In and out. Tekvesha flying in from the corner. Grabbing a great rebound. Evans has it. A long 3. Bangarang Rufio. Ryan Evans from the top of the key. Joey Nicholson up for the Rhinos. See what he can do. He swings and drives one into left center field. First pitch swinging. First pitch home run for Joey Nicholson. Stingers down by 1, runner on 3rd, 2 outs. That one is lifted into deep left field. Leopard is going to try and settle under it, and he will make the catch. Down goes number 8. The Rhinos win game 1 of this 3-game series, coming back from a 7-2 deficit. After the 6th inning, led by Caden Davidson with a crazy showing of 2 home runs today. Purvis comes in, gets the save. Absolute terrific batting average as that one's lifted into left field. Back. It's out of here. Jackson Toberman homers the 2nd time in the inning for the Rhinos as they go up 5-0. Kush Carter to the corner. Ryan Evans, a 3. Bang-a-rang for Ryan Evans. Payoff pitch from Purvis. That one's in there right on the inside part of the plate. He got him looking. Drake Purvis is able to work out of that one. He had runners on 1st and 3rd, and he got 2 strikeouts to end that inning. Seiler a screen. Joyner, sidestep, wide open. 3-pointer. Bang-a-rang. E.J. Joyner from the wing. EJ flying, look at that hair flinging in the wind. Looks like his head's on fire. EJ to the wing, to Price. There it is, top of the key, wide open. Bang-a-rang Rufio. Jozon Price with the assist from EJ. Clonch in motion. That one's going to be swung on to left center field once again. That one's off the bottom of the wall. Into second base is McKenna Jones with a 2-out double. Ravenel able to get it back in. Swing it one more time. Love, a long 3. Tyheem Love starts off sophomore night with a 3-ball. McAllister to the screen up top. The roll. Ty Love, pump fake, picks up his dribble, a mid-range. Tyheem Love's got the first 5 points for the Rhinos. Outside again, Breeden. Stop. The floater, and he got it. Spencer Breeden gets his first points of the game. 16-13 now. Statesmen still lead. As he does, it gets to Joyner. Euro step, fake pass, and the left-hand layup for E.J. Joyner. He loves that so much. He just slices and dices through your defense, and it'll give you a tough layup to finish it off. Breeding the pump fake to Evans. Evans decides to shoot, and he misses. Ravenel with a tough rebound. Power dribble. The finish. He got it! Judah Ravenel with a very tough finish and the bucket. Coach Mack and the rest of the coaching staff, Zach Jarrett, and everybody else has that one skied deep to left center field, at the track, at the wall. See ya! A 2-run home run here in the bottom of the third to put the Rhinos on top early.
Whether it be by the long ball.
That one's launched into deep right field. It is going to get up and up. See ya! Caden Davidson with a solo Oppo Taco in the bottom of the 6th inning. He thinks about what's stripped out of his hand by the umpire. Davidson's going to drive one deep left field. There it goes! See ya! Way out of here over the second wall in left field. Rhinos are within 1. Yeah, let's see what he can do here. 2-1. That one is going to be lined into left field. Nicholson has his 19th hit, and coming around to score is Logan Ponnett. Like I said, Nicholson was due, and he gets another RBI. That is RBI number 22 for Joey.
Possibly getting it out of the strike zone.
He's going to swing, and he's going to line one. Does it stay fair? Yes, it will! Across home plate comes Nick Deal, along with Holden Cooper not too far behind him, and the Rhinos have the lead. That one is skied into deep right field. Strickland going back. Zolo got all of it! Yes, he did! 4-1 Rhinos lead off the Oppo Taco by the big man in the DH spot. Yeah, Caleb, it was an incredible showing for you. When you noticed that they took Zion Gardner out, who was mainly your defender, did that give you extra confidence in this game today?
Nah, honestly, I'm going to be real. I love when a big man is playing against me more than a small guy. I get to be extra physical, and I get to play how I want. Sometimes small guys is on me, so I have to worry about them taking the charge. But if it's a bigger guy on me, you at my mercy. Barbecue chicken. Simple.
Yeah, and what's going to be your mentality going into this conference tournament?
Man, win it all. Be legendary. Let's do something we ain't never done here before. That's what I've been on this whole year. Let's do it.
Yeah, hey, Caleb, we appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Thank
y'all.
you very much. Brian, you had an incredible season so far. When you have this win, what does this momentum do for you guys when you go to Caldwell with a chance to clinch the region regular season, but also going up to Richard Blaine and playing the conference tournament?
Well, I mean, we already know what we're capable of. I mean, we beat every team in the conference, so we know what we're capable of. We just got to make sure we play to our standard every game. Can't play down to the level of competition. Just got to come in, attack every day in practice, and be ready for this next game.
And when you got hot earlier in this game, what was the one thing in the back of your mind that allowed you to stay hot?
Mainly, it was just my teammates. Everybody was giving each other confidence. Everybody was believing in each other. Everybody thought every shot was going in. I mean, we believed in every single person that took the shot. And, I mean, that just shows the togetherness that we have on this team. And, I mean, it's going to be scary because it's only getting better.
All right, Ryan. Well, thank you very much. Best of luck, my friend.
My guy. Appreciate y'all.
Coach, this is win number 48 for you at the helm of the Rhinos, but win number 1 being at the helm of the Rhinos against these Dolphins. What does that mean to you?
Well, I mean, again, we treat every game the same. You know, every game is our Super Bowl. You know, every practice, you know, one day at a time. You know, we got to give everything we got in practice leading into the game. And then it doesn't matter if it's Denmark, it doesn't matter if it's Brunswick. Doesn't matter if it's Sakahatchee, doesn't matter if it's Cape Fear. We go out, we've got to play to the standard. And, you know, I think this group of sophomores has really carried over what last year's sophomores started building. And, you know, and again, it's a standard that they've got to live up to. And if we live up to the standard, good things usually are going to happen.
And going into this game on Thursday, knowing that it's the final regular season game of this for this team, and then you go into Southeast Virginia and you play at Richard Blaine in the conference tournament. What is your mentality going into those two very different games?
Well, it's really about preparation. You know, it's about us. What's our game plan? We got to work on that game plan. We've got to take care of what that is and go out and execute it to the best of our ability. You know, and again, it's a one game on Thursday. You know, it's a championship game. You know, that it's every bit as much a championship game as this one was. And first game of the conference tournament, it's a championship level game. You know, if we're going to win out and find our way in a national tournament, we can't lose. But I'm not worried about results with this group because this group is process-oriented. You know, as long as we follow the process and as long as we live up to the standard, the wins usually take care of themselves, and that's proven by our overall record so far this year.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Congrats on
Thanks,
the win.
guys.
Best of luck.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
Coach Stu, just an all-around success total this year. What has been your key all year long, especially after this district championship?
You know, just we talked about it yesterday, showing up day after day. We knew they were going to come out, you know, aggressive, ready to go with a new game plan, and they did a great job of getting at us for 4 or 5 innings there, and we finally scratched a couple across in that 5th inning. You know, and for us, it's been a group that's shown up every day and worked hard and done what I've asked them to do, done what the coaching staff has asked them to do. And then when we've had to make adjustments, they listen and they buy into what we're trying to get them to do as a coaching staff.
And today, your key players, Player of the Year, Elena Patrick with a home run and a double, and then trusting Kristen Izzo in back-to-back days, just coming in, throwing up plenty of innings scoreless. What has that meant to this team all year long?
You know, we tell them just do your job, whatever it is each day. And you know, Izzo, we talked this morning, and she said she felt really good, and we felt like because of her pitch count yesterday, she was in a good spot to show up and give us, you know, a good start. I didn't know she'd give us a full 7 innings, but she gutted it out. You know, I told her before the game, it's not going to be perfect, but compete your butt off, and she did that. And super proud of her. And, you know, AP, you know, she's been a rock, you know, in the middle of our lineup since day one. Have loved that kid. Started every game at second base for us in her career. So I think that, you know, she just exemplifies what we want out of our program. Someone that maybe gets overlooked because of her stature, but just balls out and just plays hard and goes every day 100% and does what we ask her to do.
Coach Stu, you'll be going to Yuma, Arizona later this May. What does that mean to you in this program?
Man, I'm just fired up for this crew to go to the World Series today, to have a 60-win season, the first in school history. I think we broke the school record for wins today, consecutive wins. You know, and just, you know, for more than anything, to get to spend 2 more weeks together as a group. These sophomores have bought in since day one, and they've worked their butt off, and they continue to shine. And for us to just get to practice for another week and then go out to Arizona for a week, that means more than anything.
All right, Coach, this entire community is proud of you, and we'll be watching late May. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Aaron Park, Coach Stuart Wald, the district champions of Mid-Atlantic. Go Rhinos.